Hi there, welcome to my video about Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon. And the first thing I noticed was just how absolutely crazy the roads were, and how a green man on the traffic lights really means nothing, because bikes will still be going and a lot of people actually run the red lights here. So you just have to have faith that you're going to make it across safely and put one foot in front of the other.
Việt Nam là tình yêu không phai. Từng xa lạ, nay thấy mình quen, anh nhìn dịu êm như mặt nước hiên. Họ không lấy gì, chỉ cho mái nhà, cho tôi yêu lại sống thật thiệt tha.
The videos don't quite do it justice, it's just so busy.
Tôi nghe phố hát bằng mùi hương xưa, tim tôi ngân vang khúc nhạc chan chứa, ôm lấy mảnh đất giang tay chào mời. Việt Nam là quê hương rạng ngời. Sống mãi, người nơi đây dạy tôi cách sống hoài. Mỗi ngày biết ơn thấy rõ trong tôi, Việt Nam là tình yêu không phai.
I was rather impressed with some of the skyscrapers and some of the architecture. And yes, it's still just as busy at night as it is during the day, just in case you were wondering. In this short clip, it is raining and I was caught in it, but it only lasted for 20, maybe 30 minutes, and then it was back to normal. So I was here in the month of May, which is coming towards the start of the monsoon season, but I had no trouble really. I was very happy to get on a boat cruise along the Saigon River, which was just as the sun was setting, so I really got the best of both worlds.
change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mode. I am here in my mode, and I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mode. No, 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 no. No, I can change it, you know. I can change it. 'Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. Trying to make ends meet, trying to find someone and then you die. I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down. You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah.
I just so happened to be in town for the 50-year anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War, where the Vietnamese are celebrating their independence, and you'll see some more of that a little bit later.
You know, I can change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mode. I am here in my mode, and I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can change my mode. No, 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 no. I can change my mode. No, 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 no. I can change my mode. No, 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 no. You got to change my violence, melody and silence. Can't change my violence, melody and violence. Can't change my
This is a clip of me walking down a hem, or an alleyway in English, just off of the Boy Vien, which I will show you some more of a little bit later into the video. This is the infamous Bentham Market, and it's quite well known for being well overpriced to target foreigners, so if you do come here, make sure you're ready to haggle.
How am I supposed to try to love you?
Here you can see them getting ready for the 50-year anniversary celebration and parade, which sadly I mostly missed.
What I've got in you and what you got in me. Hell yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, yeah.
I did a day trip to the Cu Chi tunnels, which were where the Vietnamese made the second largest tunnels in the world during the Vietnam War. It was a great day out, and I also went to the Mekong River on the same day. Here's some photos of me getting into a hole and getting out, and some of the booby traps that were used during the war. So this hole was very tight, and they've actually enlarged it compared to the size that they would have used during the war. Incredible.
Color is a liberation, the Mekong control. Black lines is a tunnel system. Blue color is American basis. The yellow color, the GI came here, they couldn't recognize local, who would visit, who friend. That's why they try to control the local in the yellow zone, and we call them strategy hamlets. And the pink color, local and VC together, they can recognize them. So they call disputed area. We go straight this way, Cambodia. That way, the north of Vietnam. So why we got the tunnel here, not in the Mekong Delta? Because of 3 reasons. First, location, close. Second, next to the Saigon River. You know, it lies on a mountain. In the rainy season, no flooding here. And the last one, over 20 years, we dug by hands, no machine, huh? You see, soil, it's clay, it's sandy. It's a good condition to build a tunnel. But you know, as you knowledge, in the jungle, like this is a young jungle. Everything was flat, was a dead land after 1966 because of 500,000 tons of bomb here. Everything looked like this. No trees, no trees. Meeting bunker, kitchen, sleeping bunker, fighting bunker, everything were under wrap. Not like that under wrap. They were under. But
I really enjoyed this trip, and I learned a lot about how innovative the Vietnamese were during the war.
trap the other way. Kicking trap. You step on it, force spike came out from the direction. You want to survive? You take it out, you let it, you will die. You have to get off your whole leg. On the trap, forehand, more hurt again. You fall down. That's why you pull you out. Got it.
So they created sandals that essentially you wear backwards, so whatever way you were walking, it looked like you were going the opposite direction. There's also a gun range here which you can use to fire all of the leftover ammo from the Vietnam War, and I believe there's enough to last up until 2032, which just shows how much ammunition and things were left over after the war. We also got to go through some of the tunnels that the Viet Cong used during the war. They would have had babies, young children, all sorts down here, and I believe there was 18,000 people living in these hot tunnels with very little oxygen, so my respect for them is hard to put into words. They also built them above the Mekong River, so there was an occasion when American soldiers found one of the tunnels and they tried to flood it completely through, but because it was higher than the river, it actually just flowed back through. This is the second part of the day at the Mekong River, where we got to enjoy a lovely boat ride across the Mekong River, and then we went and explored one of the local towns close by. We saw how they would make sweets from coconuts. We saw how they live and just generally had a nice, relaxing time. This was a great way to end the day, and I love to see all of the floating houses that they used as fishing bases. Got to hold a rack of bees that the locals use to get their honey and even royal jelly, and I also got to hold this big snake. We went through the small village we had come to visit on a golf buggy, riding in style. I did enjoy it. We saw lots of little puppies, which is always fun.
Hột gà nướng, hột vịt lộn, hột vịt lửa, trứng cút lộn, bắp xào đi.
After being serenaded by the locals and trying some cool new fruits I've never tried, like dragon fruit and jackfruit and some others I can't remember the name of, we were off down the Mekong River with our cool hats on, just like locals.
Lên. Để một kẹo. Rồi chớm.
We also got to see some cool fruits growing, including pineapple, longan, guava and some others. These jugs you see are to collect rainwater, waste not, want not. And these bottles with snakes and scorpions in are supposedly meant to be a very good natural aphrodisiac that the locals will drink. Here is the Boy VM walking streak, also known as the Backpacker District, and it gets pretty wild at night. Ironically, it's almost peaceful during the day. They're partial to some fresh cooked fish. This part of the video is the evening time of the 50-year anniversary of the Liberation Day, and it was extremely busy. There was an awesome fireworks show. They must have spent absolutely millions on the fireworks. Just when everybody thought it was over, there was an awesome drone show, which I personally hadn't ever seen a drone show before, so this was great to witness. This is drones projecting the day that the tank broke the gate and the Viet Cong stormed the palace, now known as the Independent Palace. This was 50 years ago on the 30th of April, and it officially marks the end of the Vietnamese Indo-Asia War. For me, it was a little bit of a shame that some of the drones were just slightly off in spelling Vietnam, but that's me picking holes, which isn't always needed. And just as quick as it happened, there was a big exodus of people, everybody leaving and going back home. I was very pleased to have been a part of this day. But the fun wasn't done just yet. There were still people singing and more. Next day I went to a theme park which had a zoo and a water park inside it. This is like Saigon's Fort Park or Disney World. This is without a doubt the most amount of crocodiles I've ever seen. There was also ostriches, birds, goats, porcupines, all sorts of cool animals. And there's plenty more that I didn't get on camera, but I absolutely loved my time in Saigon and recommend it to anybody.